Well, on behalf of Jessica, Shaw, and their parents, we would like to thank you for all being here today to celebrate. Congratulations to the new couple. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan. I'm the maid of honor and one of Jess's best friends. Jess and I have known each other for a long time, and throughout the years, she's come to mean everything to me. We met in college. I was in my sophomore year, and she was in her senior year. During that first year, you could find us dancing on kitchen countertops to the song Girls Just Want to Have Fun. The rest is history. We've laughed together, cried together, laughed until we've cried, and have inside jokes that only we find funny. We've been there for each other through some of the hardest times in our lives, breakups, emotional breakdowns, and a whole lot of hangovers. I moved to Colorado 5 years ago, and even though 1,300 miles separate us, I know I can always count on Jess to be the supportive, loving friend she has always been to me. I won't go on too much about how the lovely couple reconnected after many years, mostly because I wasn't actually there, but I may as well have been. I heard enough about Shaw for a good 6 months before I actually met him. Once I finally did meet him, I could see why Jess was so crazy for him. I've always been the protective best friend, but there really was no reason to be like that with Shaw around. I could tell from the first time I saw him that he could see why everyone thinks Jess is special, and that he would always do his best to take care of her. Shaw, I can't thank you enough for making Jess so happy. You are smart, compassionate, loyal, and funny, and it is with comfort knowing Jess will always have you by her side. You are everything and more that I could have hoped for my best friend. I'm almost done. Jess and I are strong believers, and everything happens for a reason. Since I met Jess 8 years ago, I truly believe that everything has happened for a reason to lead up to this day. I've had the opportunity to watch her grow, change, and evolve into the wonderful woman that sits before us today, and I am honored to call her my best friend. Jess, I want you to know that I wrote this part over and over again. I couldn't think of anything perfect enough to describe just how much I love you. There really aren't words to define the kind of friend you have been to me. There also are no words to describe how happy I am for you and Shaw. We've always been by each other's side, so here I am by your side as you start the next crazy adventure in your life known as marriage. Shaw, you are the luckiest guy in the world to get to be married to such an amazing, gorgeous, and kind-hearted woman. She has a heart of gold and an innate sense of good that she is willing to stand behind. She puts thought, effort, and dedication into everything she does, and I know Jess will approach her new role as a wife in the same way. According to Google, I should now offer you both some advice for your marriage. I really don't feel qualified for that, so instead I'll borrow some words from someone else. First off, the wife is always right. Secondly, in the event that the wife is, dare I say, wrong, please see number 1. But in all seriousness, as the years unfold, continue to look back on today and remember what brought you to this moment. No matter what life throws your way, let the love that has bound you together make you strong, and there will be no obstacle you cannot overcome. If everyone would raise their glass and now join me in congratulating the beautiful bride and handsome groom, congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. McCavit. I love you both. I have water. To Jessica and Shaw forever. Woo!
Well done, Megan. Thank you.
Hi. Hi, I'm Candace, and Jessica and I met back right before grad school. While we were in grad school, we lived together for a few years in Grand Rapids. We kind of needed an extra roommate, and Jessica filled that spot for us. And after we lived together in Grand Rapids, we moved back to the east side of Michigan for our new jobs and lived together there as well. We weren't technically friends when we first decided to live together, but I realized quickly the kind of person that Jessica was, and we became friends. Jessica's the kind of person that always has your back. I remember there were a few times when somebody would upset me, a guy, a girl, it didn't matter. I would tell Jessica a story about what happened to me, and she would immediately have my back and be on my side. I would say, so-and-so said this to me, and they made me cry, and she'd immediately say, I hate them. And if you know her really well, she does this thing where she gets really excited, And that's when she pretends she can be mean, even though she doesn't really have a mean bone in her body. And she gets really excited and amped up, and she starts kind of half yelling, and she says something like, do you want me to throw eggs at their house? Do you want me to break their window? Do you want me to punch them in the face? I hate them. You know, she's that on your side. No, really, she's that on your side. So that's the kind of person you want to have in your corner, you know, because you know they're always going to be there for you no matter what. And that's exactly the kind of person that she is. So over the years, I got to know her super well. I got to know her family, and especially her mom. And she and Jessica, they really value the special little things in life. They see the beauty in the world, and they treasure that, and I think that is something that is so incredibly special. Now, living with Jessica that long, I saw her go through some really amazing times and also some really difficult times, and I remember thinking, I just want this girl to find someone who will support the joy that she finds in the world and love her the way that she loves the world. And then came Shaw. First of all, I just want to say that I do have the capability and I do have a mean bone in my body. I'm just kidding. I don't think that I'll ever have to worry about that. I'm not going to cry. I'm so incredibly happy that you guys found each other. You guys balance each other out beautifully, and I cannot wait to see what your future holds. So I would like to ask everyone here to join with me in making a promise to Jessica and Shaw to support your marriage, always encouraging you to have 4 things: laughter, respect, joy, and love. So if everyone here promises to support their marriage in laughter, respect, joy, and love, please say, I do. Please, everyone, raise your glass and cheers to Jessica and Shaw for a wonderful marriage and a wonderful future together. Love you guys. Love you.
Well done, Candace.
We're just going to make
With our next toast, our best man, Shay McCavit.
It's going to be tough to follow. Hi, everyone. My name's Shay, and I'm the best man. After 28 years, Shaw's finally admitted I'm the best, and therefore the better twin. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out. It's great to see everyone here. And thanks for coming out. Sorry. I'd like to thank everyone who made this wedding such a success. You guys did an awesome job. And how about that flower girl, huh? Let's give it up for Kavi. Huh? Try not to steal the dance floor later. Let's see here. Growing up, Shaw told me I'm never getting married, and here we are. Right. Let's see here. I got it. He also liked to tell everyone he was the oldest and best twin, and obviously, as he admitted earlier, that's not necessarily the case. And I believed him for the longest time. And for the longest time, I wanted him to find someone that would give him the strength and support that we give each other. And I truly think he's found that with Jess, and I truly think he's going to be happy with her. I'm glad he met you, Jess. Welcome to the family. Take care of him for me. If I could get everybody to raise their glasses. To Mr. and Mrs. McCavit.
Thanks, Shay. Our final toast will be given by our matron of honor, Charlene Garcia.
Oh, look at that. You hear that? Yeah. All right. right, good evening, everyone. My name is Charlene. I'm Jessica's other matron of honor. I just want to say this is such a blessing to be here tonight. 5 years ago, this young OT comes walking into Pennerton Center where we work. She just graduated college. She comes walking in all happy and bubbly and doing those little doe eyes that she does, if those of you know those doe eyes. And all I could think is, oh my, what have we done? But I'm like, this is going to be fun, so I told her then when she first hired there not to be my friend, and now look at us now. Here I am up here on your wedding day. I just can't believe that this is really happening, that you are one of my best friends, and I'm so blessed to be here. Jessica, it's a true blessing to me to be your friend. You're my scale, which I've kind of heard in everybody's speech, that you're the balance, and I think that's really neat. You balance me completely. You bring me up when I'm weighed down by so many things, and then you ground me when I'm way up high, whether it's being goofy or whether I'm in over my head, and I appreciate that, and I love you so much for it. We've had some great memories together, some from wearing our shoes backwards to shots of Patron with a chaser of pineapple juice. To singing karaoke and discovering subdivisions. Somebody's going to have to ask about that one later. To crying together, to shopping as her mother. Don't ask about that one, and her daughter. And then now here to planning a wedding and being in her wedding. I treasure every moment, but most of all, what I've treasured the most is watching you fall in love. So, Shaw, you've been her one guiding light. I can't even begin to tell you what you've done and how you've changed her. When you came into her life, so much changed for her. Jessica came, this doe-eyed young girl, to a woman who was in love and making a future. You really did that for her, and I thank you for that. Shaw, you've completed her. So, I'm trying not to cry. Okay, so with that said, Jessica and Shaw, let's all raise a glass to the new McCavits.